2, 1, play. Hello guys, welcome. We're going to go ahead and cast a very interesting game for you. It's going to be tQorGETSLAMT, a random player from tQuorGET going up against LiquidHuK, good old LiquidHuK that everybody knows and did oh so well at DreamHack. So we're going to go ahead and watch this, and I'm actually not alone, so why don't you say hello?
Hey everyone, I'm tQuanda, and I'll be helping cast this, ZVP against Huck.
Yep, so it's going to be fun. I actually have never cast with you before, so why don't you just say a little bit about yourself before we get started?
I'm a Zerg player, about 1900 rating. I play on don't play on my main account very much anymore, but yeah.
Yep, so you are, right now you're like at 1900 or points or whatever, right when that's pretty much the highest the ladder is at right now. It's nobody's really at 2000 really quite yet.
Yeah, I think the highest guy is one Zerker. He's like right above me at high 1900s. I don't think he's hit 2000 yet though.
Yep, so you are pretty much at the top master tier Zerg play, so you're really going to be able to offer some great just insight onto what Slampt is doing in this game, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah, he'll probably, I mean, it looks like he's going to go gas pool right now. You're not starting to see a lot of Zerg players do the gasless expand, but I mean, you're just getting a little bit of economy, basically. But he's going for a pretty cool, he actually went 14 gas, 13 pool, not waiting for the extra drone to pop.
Is there any benefit to that? Because I thought it worked out really well with the 14 gas, 14 pool.
Yeah, it's just a slight economy. You get your speed a little bit quicker if you go 14 gas, 13 pool, just because your pool will finish a little bit faster, but it's not really too big of a difference either way.
Alright. And just so you know, my computer's going to be skipping slightly, so you might have to like pause every once in a while, make sure that we're on the right timeline.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, because right now I'm at 313 and you're probably ahead of that.
Yeah, I'm at like 320.
Yep. So just keep an eye on that. It's going to be annoying with this, the trouble with casting replays, but we have to deal, so we shall. Looks like GetSlampt has started his metabolic boost right now, which is probably going to be a sign of aggression, because, as you said, a lot of people can get away with no gas expanding.
Yeah. It's, you know, it gives you the option to do some sort of speedling pressure to deny a Protoss who goes, like, super early Nexus. Like, you know, everybody just tries to get away with more and more. As the game kind of evolves and see what they can get away with, and you see Protoss players try to expand at like 5 minutes now, and it gets kind of ridiculous. So going that speed first gives you the option to put some really early pressure on.
And it looks like actually we're going to see Huck go for a Twilight Council very quickly. So probably either be Blink Stalkers or DTs. Both are very possible. Benefits to both. We'll see exactly what he's been going for. Right now he's doing a good job just spreading out pylons, keeping vision inside his base. Doesn't have much in terms of scouting early game. You can't really scout Zerg because of Zerglings and their map. Just awareness and control that Zerg can have with stepping lings here and there. So Huck is going to be forced to be passive at the beginning of the game, but we're going to see exactly who's going to push out and with what. Right now, though, he's saving up gas, and we have enough for Blink very immediately. And he looks like he might actually be saving for a Dark Shrine.
Yeah, starting to see this more and more too. It's a variant of the Stargate expand. Basically, they try to get tech as quickly as possible in order to basically just thwart off any sort of roachling all in. But I think GetSlampt scouting that Stalker and only one sentry, he's gonna know something's up. And as you can see, he's already putting down that evolution chamber and kind of just getting it down just in case he needs to put up a spore really quick.
Yeah, generally at this point, Protoss would have a Nexus, or at very least trying to get a Nexus. So it's another key indicator of that, along with counting the gas, because you have one Sentry, one Stalker, that's only 150 gas that's been used. and see the rest of it's been actually put into that Dark Shrine and Twilight Council. So it is good deductive reasoning from Slam to realize exactly what's going on, which is good because he's on our team.
Yeah, he's got two spore down. He's got two spores down and enough lings to kill decent amount of DTs. So right now he's probably thinking, well, it's either an all-in or one of these tech expands sort of thing.
Yep. And looks like Huck wants to get down that Expo, but he saw the Zergin and didn't actually throw down his Nexus. So it's actually a very delayed expansion. Again, that's hard to deal with a delayed expansion when you're teching like this, because if you can't secure the Expo, you're in a rough spot.
And I'm kind of curious, like the DT expand, it has the option to outright kill the Zerg, whereas actually, wow, this DT on the natural getting a decent amount of kills.
Alright, yeah. Well, Yoga, you're slightly ahead of me. I'm only at 756. DT just got its first kill, second kill just now. So the one in the main just got pushed away, but this natural one it's got 2 kills so far. Main one is now at 1. Roach Warren is actually in close to completion, but Slam's is staying next to his Spore Crawlers with Lings to try and make sure he can deal with this accordingly. And he manages to not kill that last DT, gets out with 1 HP at the 830 running mark, but there's another DT coming out of the natural expansion, and it's going to get surrounded. No, it got out of the sight of the Spore Crawler, and so DTs survive all around for Huck. That's odd.
Yeah, that's actually really... I mean, I'm not sure if necessarily paid off for, his later expansion, but, I mean, if he gets a couple more kills, I mean, that's, 6 kills between them, and he has, partial map control.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
Wow. There's another DT at the natural expansion coming right now, getting another 3 kills, 4 kills. This DT is now up to 10 kills before it gets taken out, and more drones have gone down. So right now the drone count is only 10 above the probes at 45 to 35. Well, Huck's Expo is now finishing his start, really making sure he can get that up. One photon cannon out there just to make sure that he can just basically see any burrowed roach shenanigans, but he doesn't have much in terms of things that aren't tech. He's got probes and tech, and that's it. Not really much of an army.
Yeah, he's switching over to Robo now, which kind of curious why he didn't go Blink. I mean, maybe he's afraid of some burrowed roaches, some sort of like all-in from Get Slammed. Yeah, there goes the Blink right now. So he is gonna go for Blink with just like an observer, just for safety's sake, I guess.
Yep, and I just saw it start, so just a couple seconds ahead. All Lings are going to go ahead and start actually work on these rocks at the gold. So Slam might go ahead and take his gold as his third base. If he can get that, that'll be a great boon to his economy.
Yeah, the gold is actually a great base to take as your third on this map. Just because it puts the onus on the Protoss player to deny that expansion. So in general, you almost want Protoss to attack before they hit that 200-200, and by you taking the gold, you're giving yourself, you're putting pressure on the Protoss indirectly, as well as giving that extra, gold minerals to get the army advantage.
It's actually something I hadn't thought about with the relationship to forcing your opponent to attack just because the economy is going to be that strong. Protoss max army is notoriously hard to deal with as Zerg. Even if it's just composed of stalkers, you really need some kind of tech to deal with it, whether it's Blue Lords, Ultras, or Infestors. You gotta have some kind of way to deal lots of damage very quickly, and Zerg has a little bit of trouble with that in the early game.
Yeah, and Get Slammed is actually, he's just making a ton of Ling Roach right now, which I really like. Hasn't gotten any Hydras yet, but I mean, I would hope we see some like Infestor play out of Get Slammed, or like Banelings or something. That sort of, I guess, style is coming really popular lately. Yep.
And now
Huck actually.
Wait, sorry, go.
Huck is actually moving out. Looks like he's gonna make a push into his third.
Yep, he's about to put his pylon down at the 13-minute mark. One DT is in the mix, so that's a little bit of hidden damage that can be done, but with his Overseer, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Both these guys have the +1 attack, so now we're just waiting for Huck to push in. It looks like GetSLAMT might press the issue, though, but I just gotta be careful of that choke. Force fields will wreck him in this choke area. And there he is. There's engagement, and all those forces going down. Huck has really good forces. Blink, keeping a lot of his stalkers alive, and he's really making sure to isolate a lot of those forces, make sure that all of them can attack at once. It looks like this pylon's actually going to take it out before it can complete, or never mind. Wait, yes, there we go. Not going to take it out, but now Huxley has 3 stalker kills. GetSLAMT doesn't have much of an army. He's getting destroyed by the forces and the stalker count. Hydras are now on the field, which is great, but only 2 here at the front running around. But Huck might have to retreat after seeing the Hydra reinforcements. But no, he's actually going to repress the issue and continue attacking.
Yeah, I think Huck knows he needs to. He really wants to kill this hatchery, and he actually, yeah, he just sniped it, but his force fields are now. He only has enough for energy for about 3 force fields, so this actually, could open himself up to a nasty counterattack if GetSLAMT makes a bunch of Hydras right now.
Yeah, I mean, GetSLAMT right now is 141 food to the 116 of Huck. But GetSLAMT's also supply block. He doesn't have his starter without that last hatchery. But here we have Huck once again doing some blink micro, trying to get away from the roaches. He's doing a great job of it. But the Hydras being in the mix are really going to help really GetSLAMT deal with this gateway army. Without Colossi, Hydras are very strong.
Oh wow! And he that's his last sentry just got killed. So yeah. Now Huck is on pure stalker against a decent Roach Hydra army with similar upgrades.
Yeah, 1-1 is out for SLAMT right now. Huck's got the 2-0, but the 2-1's about to finish for GetSLAMT. He's literally got 15 seconds left, and then that +2 missile attack will complete. That's going to be a fair amount of DPS that Huck needs some kind of tech to deal with. He doesn't have a Robobait on the field at all, and he's still on 2 bases. He's trying to work on getting up his 3rd, but he's getting a photon cannon before putting down his Nexus. He doesn't have the 400 minerals to get that down yet.
Now Huck actually did the perfect amount of damage. He put both of them on the same footing in terms of resource intake, and without force fields, Huck's army is going to be a lot worse if it was 3 base versus 2 ace. But now that it's not, it's a little bit more even.
And it looks like SLAMT's not going to cancel his hatchery as Huck actually engages at the gold. Hatchery goes down, but SLAMT also put down a hatchery at his backdoor 3rd base or whatever, but now he's actually going to have to deal with the retreating army of Huck.
Oh, man.
And, Huck is going to have a very good counter right now, but as SLAMT's Hydra is starting to engage, it's more DPS for him, and he's going to be able to get...
These DTs are wrecking face.
Oh, God, 5 DTs are in the mix, and they are dealing a lot, and SLAMT is not looking good anymore. He just got... Where's the Overseer? The Overseer got sniped, I think, by the Stalkers.
Yeah, I think it got sniped a while ago, actually, and these CTs have about 25 kills between them.
Oh my god.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, and so Huck is actually now pretty much evened out the food counts, 100 to 110. 3rd base just finished for SLAMT and just got put down for Huck. But Huck has now sniped 2 full hatcheries at this gold base. If you can see, actually click on the minerals, they have not been able to get mined very much, just a couple hundred for each if he's lucky. And Huck now with this observer running around, he's taking down creep tumors and really putting pressure indirectly on SLAMT. Now that he killed the hatcheries, running around and just maintaining his presence.
Yeah, with actually GetSLAMT's creep is actually really good right now. I'm pretty impressed with that. Usually at this point in the game, you don't see creep this far out in the map still, The Protoss player's already pushed it back, but he's got some pretty good creep spread, so I would say the mobility of the Stalkers, usually at this point in the game, are pretty good, but with all this creep, GetSLAMT has decent map control.
Yep. I'm kind of still interested in the fact that he hasn't gotten infested. I wonder what his reasoning is. He has a Spire on the field, but I think that was just more in case of Colossi coming onto the field, but that has not happened yet.
Yeah, Huck doesn't use Colossus much. I think that's the only reasoning we could see, and I think GetSLAMT, it's kind of a natural tendency for Zerg players just to get that Spire more as a just-in-case sort of scenario, because if any Zerg is caught with his pants down, two Colossus on the field and you don't have any way to deal with those Colossus, I mean, you're pretty much effed at that point.
Yep. And so now Huck's adding a gateway, and Seth's about to push in 2010 in the game, and he's going to go ahead and start attacking his base, but Protoss aren't there to cut off those roaches. That would be great if Huck actually managed to do that, but Slant got the 2-1 attack. Huck is a 2-0. 2-1's about to finish for him, so it really gets him to take the perfect time to take advantage of that lack of upgrade, and he's got enough that he's actually really doing damage to Huck, but he's going to go ahead and retreat. It's like the cannon supporting the DTs are just being a little too troublesome for Sam to want to continue.
Yeah, I think Huck is really abusing the lack of overseer control. Once you see that, a tendency of a player to try to snipe that overseer and warp in DTs, you really need to babysit that overseer to make sure it's towards the back of your army where it can't get sniped, or else, you get punished for it.
Yeah, now we're actually seeing the Colossus switch from Huck, as his first Colossus is halfway done, and his Xanthroma lands is a quarter of the way done. He's gonna start being a little bit scary, because now that Huck is gonna be able to deal with these Hydras very efficiently, Slam's gonna be in a rough position to get that good concave that he's gonna need to get as many Roaches and Hydras attacking at the same time.
Yeah, this Huck is actually in a really good position because he forced a lot of Zerglings and Hydras on the field from GETSLAMT. He has 14 Hydras on the field, and once Huck gets 2 to 3 Colossus, those Hydras are just gonna melt in seconds.
Yeah, and actually, I noticed that Slam's very low on drones. He only has 55 right now. Granted, he's lost 11, but even so, he's playing a very low economy Zerg style that doesn't really get seen much. Usually you see a lot of Zergs have, at the very least 80 drones at this point, just trying to macro and attack, while Slam's, doing fancy army movements and being annoying.
Yeah, he's actually doing really well. He's trying to do a really good job with these two-pronged attacks. He's actually coming in right now to try to flank with the Zerglings.
Yeah, okay, right now we're at 23, and Huck is trying to deal with this attack at third for him. Colossi are on the field. As we're seeing these Roaches and Hydras going in, they're doing, oh my god, he might be able to overwhelm Huck's army at this third. He's got a lot of dudes. The Hydras are still alive. 12 Hydras are left, even with this Colossus just starting to wreck them. This is very, very hard to do for Huck. He's actually warped in enough Stalkers to go ahead and start pushing back these units, but GETSLAMT with a lot of reinforcement Roaches coming in. Oh my god.
Yeah, he actually held that really well. Huck only had two sentries at the start of that fight, and they could only put down a couple force fields, and then it was just free reign on Huck's army. It really couldn't do much except blink micro at that point.
Yep. And income's actually in favor of Slamp. He's got his gold, and he has a better distribution of his workers between bases, because Huck is mined out in his main. His natural is not looking too great, just a couple hundred minerals, or just even 2 digits on some of those patches. But he's actually expanding to the left side. Interesting expansion choice by Huck. He's not going to try and get his gold. He's going for a base all the way to the left. Probably going to try and take advantage if Slamp tries to get the kill on that base and do a counterattack.
That's actually, if you can secure that left base, it's actually really good, because it's a very small choke to attack into, whereas the gold is open. You've got that big right side opening, so if Zerg player can get up in there, you've got that huge concave. But taking that left base, if you can get a couple cannons and position your army between the top left and the middle left base, you're in really good position.
So that's actually a good reasoning. I'm gonna actually start doing that instead of taking the gold. I'll take that side base sometimes. Looks like I feel like I can get away with the gold really easily, but it looks like Huck gonna try to do some late game DT harass, and oh wait, nope, it got killed quite easily.
Yeah, after the first couple of DT harasses, he went a little paranoid with his spine and spores. He's got 2 and 3 at each base.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's a very safe way to play. It's a little bit scared even. I'm more tempted to say safe than scared. Slam's played a lot of games. I think he's one of the few to total 2,000 games in the season. But he's actually going to go ahead and start engaging some more with a huge count of roaches against HuK's Stalkers and Colossi. He's got Corruptors on the field now to deal with the Colossi. Corruption going down, continuing to attack, and just no sentries before the field. And Slam should just overwhelm his army. The Colossi are being taken down easily by these Corruptors. And roaches are very much on the field, continual damage, even to this high ground cannon. But he's going to be forced to pull back for the moment. But he's given himself a decisive advantage.
Yeah, that actually could have gone better for Slammed. His units were caught in a little bit of choke, and if he had moved up his roaches all the way up to like melee range of the Stalkers, could have got a lot more units firing. But I'm surprised he's keeping the Colossus count low, which is really important at this point in the game.
Yep, and now he's pressing into the leftmost base. He's basically one-shotting those cannons with all these units. He might just go straight for the Nexus. It looks like that's exactly what he's doing. All these target firings, and HuK is coming in. He's got Archons in the mix now too. It's a great anti-Zerg, which is built for that. Splash damage plus biological damage, and HuK is going to get some more than just Archons, because he's taking a lot of losses. And HuK lulls Zerg.
Oh, Zerg.
Wow. Looks like HuK is not happy with his PVZ at the moment. He's losing a lot of these guys. And, wow. So, a little bit of rage.
No GG.
Yep, just funny how you had a chance when your third base was raped. So, Slam takes out HuK with a little bit of HuK rage. Quite interesting. I'm not used to seeing HuK raging. Well, thank you guys for watching. That was a lot of fun, and we're going to cast more games later, but thanks for watching.
Yep.
That's a great goodbye.
LOL roaches.
Yeah, alright, well, thank you guys for watching.